Hi everyone, this is Keyapp, platform for app analytics and app keywords promotion, and today we are going to talk about gambling and betting applications promotion. So the second part of our video devoted to this topic. So stay tuned and just watch this episode till the end to find out all the secrets. Previous episode, we have already discussed how to promote such applications for the keywords, like how to choose the keywords, how to combine all the search requests within one campaign. And we can remember that when you work with such applications, first of all, it is needed to mention that working with such applications may be challenging due to some rules and policies of Google Play. And of course, when we are talking about App Store, it is even more difficult to add such application to the store if you do not have any license, etc. But anyway, we do understand that such applications are available both in Google Play and App Store, and actually we need to promote them somehow. And one of the most workable methods to promote such applications is, of course, keyword promotion, because we understand that when we are talking about such keywords as casino, betting, bet, users actually go to Google Play and App Store and they type such kinds of search requests on the store in the search bar. So actually, mostly such applications get the traffic from some paid sources like some Facebook, Google Ads, and of course, they get organic traffic from this search. So we understand that it is extremely important to occupy top positions when you work with this kind of applications. But we would like to remember and to repeat one more time that the competitiveness in this niche is extremely high. There are hundreds of apps and almost all of them compete for the same keywords. Like if we are talking about betting, the main keywords are bet, betting online. Of course, depending on the country you work with, because when we are talking about Brazil or Mexico, the keywords used by organic users are usually in native local language. So that's why if you work with such type of application, it is important to focus not only on paid user acquisition, but on organic user acquisition as well. And keyword installs can help you with this, because when you promote the application using keyword promotion, your application starts to occupy top positions in the search for different kinds of search requests. And you know that if you worked with us previously, that we can work even with the keywords of high competitiveness, and we can provide a lot of keyword installs in many different regions. So if your application is available worldwide, or you would like to attract the traffic from any particular country, we can help with this as well. Of course, do not forget to proceed with App Store optimization for such type of application, because remember that the main aim of App Store optimization is to get into the index, so we are able to promote the application for the keywords. So actually, the plan which you should follow when you work with betting or casino categories, the same. We proceed with App Store optimization, both text and visual. The application gets into the index, and after this you are trying to attract traffic from different channels. So you work with paid user acquisition, which is extremely important for such type of app, so to generate an app activity and to show Google Play or App Store that the application is active, has some users, and actually generate some user engagement. And at the same time, we proceed with keyword promotion to increase the positions and, of course, to attract search traffic. And now we can start already talking about some of the most popular regions where such type of applications are in demand among organic users who actually proceed with the downloads from the search. First of all, it is needed to mention that such type of applications is not so popular in the United States or Canada. Of course, it is possible as well to try to make your application popular in these niches, in these countries. But anyway, if you work with such type of application, make sure that you will be able to drive paid user acquisition as well, because we understand that the cost per install. The cost per action is high in such countries as the United States, Canada, and even in European countries. But anyway, when we are talking about European countries, the most popular among them is, first of all, is Germany. Of course, it is France, and the countries of Eastern Europe, like Ukraine, and all the countries around, like Poland, Hungary, etc. So when we're working with Europe, the most popular countries are Germany, France, Ukraine, and Poland, I would tell. If we are talking about the world in general, where we can promote such type of apps, first of all, it is needed to mention that Latin America is extremely popular now. And first of all, we are talking about Brazil. And I suppose you know that one of the most popular brands there now is Aviator, is 365 bat, is batting, Betana, and so on. Of course, we need to mention Mexico as well. This country is popular, and all the other countries like Chile, so on. But Brazil is the most popular and in the highest demand, both for organic users and for developers and app marketers. If we are talking about other parts of the world, first of all, we would like to say that such applications are popular in India, and for now, the most popular, the most noticeable brand in India is, of course, Aviator. You can go to Google Play or App Store and check this even manually. If you put the keyword like batting, you will see that there are a lot of apps connected with Aviator brand. And of course, it is also possible that Indonesia is popular as well. But first of all, app developers, app marketers are trying to generate some users, some engagement from India, if we are talking about this part of the world. Just a short example of search list for Brazil for the keyword aviator, and you may see that actually there are a lot of apps, so you can just imagine the competitiveness between these apps for all the keywords connected with aviator, like aviator apostas, aviator botana, and so on. So actually, it is possible to say that to get top position for this keywords, App Store optimization and some paid user traffic acquisition is not enough, and it is for sure needed to proceed with some keyword installs so to be able to occupy top positions. And remember, when we are talking about some competitive regions, about some competitive keywords, some competitive niches and categories, actually users do not scroll the search list till the end to find the particular type of application. They are focusing their attention on the top 5, and when we are talking about some games, it may be top 10, but anyway, top 5 positions are the most valuable and important for any application. That's why it is better even trying to get to top 3 and of course to top 1. But anyway, we need to remember that getting top 1 for such popular and competitive keywords is not only about the keyword installs. It is better to proceed with paid traffic acquisition, so to show Google Play, because we remember that for Google Play, metrics are extremely important and they pay a lot of attention to some user engagement and in-app activity the application has, and actually the niches of betting and casino are not the exclusion from this rule. So try to combine different types of promotion. But anyway, I suppose if you work with such types of apps, you know that paid user acquisition is important the same way as App Store optimization and keyword promotion. Get back to Keyapp platform, and one more point which is important for such type of applications is rating and reviews, because we know that even when we are talking about some applications like tools or about some games, users are reading reviews, they are checking rates, and actually it is wrong to consider that the situation is not like this. They check all these metrics, and based on this they make the decision to download the application or not. And casino and betting categories are not the exclusion. We need to remember that it is important to work with app reputation as well, even when you work with such categories, and especially when these categories are competitive. So usually you ask us extremely often what to do to increase the rating. Of course, we know that Google Play, for example, is more strict to some rating and reviews, especially after the last update of the algorithm. So you could notice that actually ratings and reviews get deleted more often, and it started to be harder to work with app reputation when you are trying to increase the overall rating and get more positive feedback for your application. But anyway, it is important to keep the rating at least at some point, like to support the rating, so to keep it. And to work like this, you can order rates on our platform. Yes, so these rates may be deleted, especially to take into the account the Google updates, which they make all the time, and making this, they just create some problems for app developers and app marketers who would like to increase the app reputation. But anyway, you can try to add some rate just to keep the overall rating, so your application gets the rate of 5 stars on a permanent basis. When we are talking about some reviews, remember that at our platform you can order reviews with 30-day guarantee. Yeah, it is possible to say that it is harder to publish reviews for such categories as betting and casino, but anyway, at least you can try so to check how reviews take on your application. Anyway, if there are some issues with deletion, we understand that you are able to get the refill or you are able to get the refund depending on the option you prefer. But anyway, it is extremely important to try to work with app reputation as well when you work with casino and betting, because hundreds of apps in the search list for most keywords, even if the keywords are of low popularity, even if the keywords are long tailed, there are a lot of apps, and you need to beat your competitors using different strategies and trying to apply different tools to overcome some competitor apps and to occupy top positions. And remember that actually for Google Play, rating and reviews are important as well when they decide to put the app to top one for the search request or not. When we are talking about App Store, actually this situation with rates and reviews is easier, and App Store is not so strict when we are talking about some deletions. So when you order some rates and reviews, the survival rate of them for App Store is higher for all the possible regions you may work with. But please pay attention that both Google Play and App Store make updates on a permanent basis. They update the algorithm, they update the way their system works, and yes, this may make the work with such categories of apps harder, and you may have more challenges. But anyway, remember that it is important to try to use any possible tools to occupy top positions, especially when we are talking about betting and casino apps. And just quickly to remember about the strategy we use when we work with keywords for this category of apps. First of all, if you work with Google Play, try to promote as many indexed keywords as possible simultaneously. We talk about this all the time, not depending on the category we work with, but for such types of applications, it is extremely popular. It is extremely important and even more needed, because when you promote together such keywords as aviator, aviator botana, aviator apostas, aviator free, and so on, Google Google Play will accept the fact that the application increases positions for all the connected requests, and actually your application will occupy top one faster. And when you work with such categories on App Store, we remember that for App Store it is possible to promote one keyword just for 1-2 days and get the increase. Due to the competitiveness, it is better to take the set of connected keywords as well. You can set high number of downloads for some popular keywords and lower number for some keywords of middle and low popularity. For the keywords of low popularity, you may set even 5-10 installs just to show Google Play or App Store that the application is completely relevant for this search request. So if you work with betting or casino on App Store, try to apply the same strategy as for Google Play. Of course, it is not needed to set the campaigns for 7-10 days like we do for Google Play with these categories. But anyway, try to take as many keywords as possible, because users are trying to look for different keywords on Google Play as well as on App Store. And do not forget about the suggested keywords are extremely important when we are talking about organic traffic attraction. So it is important not just take the keywords like aviator game, so on. It is needed to check the suggested request for all the popular keywords you are going to promote. If this keyword is aviator, just go to my keyword section, put the keyword and press suggest button. And it is needed to consider the application promotion for all these search requests, because actually when user type aviator in the search bar, these are the keywords they see, and in most cases they just put aviator or they click the suggested keyword. So they won't put aviator apostles for free. They will start typing aviator, they will notice aviator apostles, and they will click on this keyword and check the search list. So when you work with this category, the importance of suggested keywords is even higher than for some other categories of applications. So do this way with all the possible search requests which have high traffic, high popularity, and of course these keywords have high competitiveness as well. But anyway, if you combine in the promotional campaigns the main competitive keywords and the suggested one, the promotion will be proceeded faster and more efficient, and the ranks will be achieved as well fast and efficiently. Anyway, if you have any questions about casino and betting applications promotion, do not hesitate to contact our support team or your personal manager, and we will be extremely happy to assist and tell all the possible secrets and strategies so to boost your application to the top, even for the most competitive keywords in the most competitive countries. So just stay tuned, follow our news, and get top positions in the search with Keyapp.